So my name is Jacek, and I've been contributing to Gerrit since 2013. So not only Gerrit turns 15, but also I'm getting 10 with my contributions. So it's also an anniversary for me. Thank you. And today I will tell you what you could make in order to make your Prolog owners, plugin-based systems faster and in just one step. Obviously, you noticed already that there is a star. We'll get to that star as well. So first, how we capture the baseline. I choose specifically stable tree 4 for two main reasons. First, this is the feature complete branch of owners plugin, based on this Prolog rules and stuff. And also, it provides the inheritance, and as I said, it is full complete. Now, the stable tree 4 is also a very compelling version, although it's not supported anymore, because it offers you the way to upgrade from 2.16 with so many people are there, which is terrifying a bit. But you could jump with just one step. So it will be one migration, you are already on tree 4, which is good, but not sufficient. And I will take the example which is mentioned in the Prolog examples of the owners plugin, which is about specific files that require specific owners to vote for them in order to be changed to be submittable. And it is not uncommon in many organizations that you will have multiple levels of configuration, so that you will have like common rules that apply to all, then you will have a license rules that apply to some of your projects, and then you will have project-specific rules. Let me be a bit more specific. So for this very test example, we'll have like common rules that are saying that MD files, TXT files needs to get blessing from editors, license obviously from lawyer, and on the project level finally, SQL files from DB admin and Java files from Java reviewers group, which is good. And the rules PL, this is directly taken from the book that I just mentioned, from the examples of the plugin itself. It's taking the default code review +2 rule and adds the magic so that the extension will be expected to be verified, approved by the specific person. So how would that look in real example? Imagine the change like that when we have 4 files modified, license, MD, Java, and SQL. In order for it to be submittable, all 4 people have to give their blessing. And they did, and it is green, as you see. Submit requirements are fulfilled. Now, the testing itself. The test script, which is available and will be available in the reference, so you can all go there and run it on your own laptops, creates and configures projects, creates 2048 users, 2000 changes, adds 5 to 10 reviewers to each of the change, and asks 4,000 times by random people, casts the vote, so that we have some load on the system. And it was running on this very machine, so nothing very sophisticated, but also not the lowest one. And what are the results? Are there any guesses how much time it took to actually run all this that I just mentioned? 45 minutes, almost. Whoa. Good thing about stable tree 4 that I haven't mentioned yet is that it also offers metrics which are telling you how much submit rule evaluation took. So as you can see, the median during the test was around 35 milliseconds, and 95p was short to 43. And then we go back to how we can make it better in just one step. And the answer is very simple. Upgrade. Stable tree 6. Why tree 6? The oldest still maintained release. Almost the oldest that contains all the improvements that were meant for half time. Overall execution time was reduced to 20 minutes. And you can see the submit rule evaluation also to 1/3 on half in 95p. So you did nothing. Upgrade is challenging, but you just upgrade and you immediately get substantial improvements. But how that happened? So first of all, kudos goes to whole vibrant Gerrit community, because every release is an effort. People put a lot of effort to make things better, and they did, obviously. And also there were effort put to the plugins itself, the way how the configuration is handled, how you could, this all inheritance treat in order to process your rules was improved. So that's the second leg, so it's stable. But can we beat it? Now the star comes into play. Yes, we can. First of all, we can install CacheFDB module, and I will just mention what that is within a moment and how it actually results. But also we could switch to submit requirements, and I will tell about that within a moment. So let's start with CacheFDB module. This is the module which was developed purposely in order to speed up things in Gerrit. So it was started around 3.4, but it's still with us. And it's very simple to drop it. In order to use it, you just take the file, jar file from Gerrit CI, so you don't have to build anything yourself. Add a module to Gerrit configuration. And by the way, this configuration is mentioned in the CacheFDB module README, so you really don't have to discover anything. Now there is a bit of trick. You have to configure it. As the name suggests, it's based on caching. So in order to work properly, the cache has to be configured properly, but it's really, really easy or simple to do, because you just call show caches, and then you will see your hit ratio between miss and on time. So that's the number that works pretty nicely with a test. Obviously, I choose it purposely. So any guesses about the results before I show it again? It shaved 5 minutes from the previous execution time. If you look about 3.4 versus 3C on CacheFDB, that's a tremendous improvement. And you just just drop the jar file, put 2 config lines, and play a little bit with the memory limit. And that's it, you're done. So let's see how that compares to submit rule requirements. And obviously you've seen that there is already improvement, so you are just probably wondering, why would you ever want to do that? I'm happy because my prologues are way faster now, right? Well, already with 3.6, there is a deprecation notice. So sooner or later, it will be gone. And the sooner you start thinking about it, the better. And then we come with another set of improvements to the plugin itself. So we actually allowed you to, for instance, in this very example, to just get rid of the prologue rule, and it will do the same thing internally without relying on the prologue anymore. So for this testing, the way how to enable it was very easy. You just enable the flag in plugin configuration and then remove rules PL so that they are not processed in parallel as well. And results in comparison to cached version and the 3.4, any guesses again? It's even faster. Not cached, but even faster. It takes another 15 minutes from the overall test execution time. As you see, the submit rule evaluation median went half from the cached version, and it's like, I don't know, 30 times faster. And now you're probably wondering what we could do better. We could actually combine these 2 things together, have a cached version and switch to submit requirements. Any guesses? If it will be any faster, super fast, or maybe not super fast? It's slightly faster. And as you can see in submit rule evaluation execution time, median is around 95p is around. It's even kind of slower, but overall test is faster. So I would say that we have just reached the possibility to speed up the submit rule evaluation at this very system. But if we look at the resources, on the top you have stable 3.6 with submit rules just, and below the combination of these 2 with CacheFDB. So from the RAM perspective, they are alike, maybe a little less of GC cycles below, But interestingly, on CPU side, we don't have any spikes. You know, overall it was more flattened and around 5 CPUs, whereas without CacheFDB, it was going in spikes. So that basically means that you could put more in the system, more load, because you have like level down the CPU. So to sum it up, from the lowest to the highest effort on how to make your owner's rules plugin faster, first upgrade, 100% improvement. Then add CacheFDB, very low effort to do that. And then you will have 10 times faster, and the overall system will be faster. Then switch to submit requirements, because eventually you will have to give up your prolog rules. That will happen someday. And then combine these two together so that you could also put low pressure on your resources and have more power to your system. Yes, you can, because of involvement of the other maintainers. They made the CacheFDB, because by default it is caching like statically, let's call it statically. However, you can turn it on to the mode that it will cache per thread executions. So yes, you can. You will give up a bit of the performance. I have no idea yet how much of it, but definitely will be better than without it. So that's proved.